Today, in Section 1 of Section D of Part 1 of Vigyan Bhairav Granth, we will describe in detail the complete step-by-step procedure for contemplating the mantra and the complete process of contemplating the prana flowing in the body's antariksh chakras, along with original Sanskrit slokas. As we begin, I invite you to just let your breathing slow down. Let your mind completely settle. We're about to map out the inner cosmos together. We are going to trace the incredibly sacred journey of our vital air, the prana, as it awakens. You'll see how it actually rises against the heavy gravity of our everyday existence, ultimately merging with the infinite universe through the power of Shantanama, the profound mantra of peace.
Let's listen to the profound truth within Shloka 26. Marud rupa shaktirna vrajet, nirvikalpa taya madhye taya bhairava rupata. This beautiful verse reveals a really magnificent reality about what we call the Marud Rupa Shakti. That's the vital energy flowing formless inside you, just like the wind. The secret here is that when this power is gently restrained from wandering, when it's not forced downward into the heart and not scattered outward to the Dwadashanta, but rather becomes entirely free of thought right in the middle channel, you attain the ultimate state of Bhairava. By bringing your vital air into this perfect, thoughtless suspension, the entire illusion of duality just dissolves, and you awaken to realize you are the universe itself.
Section 1. Foundation of Vital Air.
To even begin this upward ascent, we first have to recognize our earthly bonds. From the very moment of birth, we are tethered by a constant, unconscious cycle. We have prana, the inward breath, and apana, the outward breath. Now, reversing this natural downward tending cycle actually begins with mastering supreme stillness, a state known as kumbhaka. And I want to be clear here, this is not about forcefully holding your breath. Not at all. It is a profoundly tranquil state where your vital air simply comes to rest, entirely of its own accord. Imagine a swinging pendulum coming to a perfect, motionless halt. In this luminous stillness, the relentless machinery of time just pauses for you, and it opens a vast doorway right into your inner cosmos.
Section 2. Awakening the Upward Flow.
Once you establish that foundation of stillness, the dormant spiritual energy, the kundalini, is engaged. And this happens through an esoteric anti-cycle called the pratichakram. Just observe the inner geography of an awakened practitioner here. Instead of your vital air leaking outward into the mundane world, this life force is gathered up. It's redirected upward from the Muladhara, the root at the base of your spine. This upward flow is literally a deliberate rebellion against the gravity of human ignorance. Each of the chakras aligned along your spine represents a denser level of reality. As you practice, your vital air becomes this focused beam of light, rising methodically and piercing these energetic centers on its incredible journey toward the divine crown.
The actual physical and spiritual sensation of this rising energy is captured perfectly in Shloka 67, Antarapi Pipilika Sparsha, Parananda Vapti. As your vital air starts moving upward, you experience a sensation that feels exactly like the creeping of a tiny ant, a pipilika. It is incredibly subtle, it is slow, and it's methodical. It's not some violent explosion of energy, but a delicate, tingling ascent of your very consciousness. And as you focus entirely on this subtle upward creeping, naturally withdrawing your attention from the outside world, Parananda Vapti is attained. That is supreme, unadulterated bliss.
Section 3. Piercing the Cosmic Chakras. So how does this actually happen? Well, this structured ascent isn't just a chaotic wandering of energy. It is a highly disciplined 8-stage internal pilgrimage, all powered by the mantra of peace. We begin with the first stage, which is foundation exploration, at the Muladhara, firmly anchoring your mind right at the root. Then, we seamlessly enter the second stage, Tadarupam. This is where you visualize a subtle, brilliant spark of divine electricity igniting at that base. In the third stage, the upward flow truly begins as this spark turns into a steady ascending stream. And that leads us to the magnificent fourth stage, Pratichakram Kramatkramam. The vital air doesn't rush. It moves step by step, sequentially piercing the chakras, dissolving your worldly attachments as it goes, and leaving absolutely nothing but pure awareness in its wake. As your vital air successfully pierces through these centers, it finally arrives at the summit of your physical form. This is the Brahmarandra. It is a cosmic aperture located at the very crown of your head, and it serves as your final physical frontier. You can think of it as the sacred gateway where the illusion of your individual self finally meets the breathtaking reality of the infinite cosmos. To bring your concentrated vital air to this threshold, it requires the utmost purity and the completely unwavering anchor of the Shantanama mantra. Section 4. entering the Dwadashanta. Now, the journey's true liberation begins the exact moment your energy transcends the physical shell of the body. In the fifth stage, the vital air accomplishes the piercing of the Brahmarandra, throwing open that cosmic door. Immediately following is the sixth stage, the entry into the Mushtirayam, also known as the Dwadashanta, where you enter a profoundly sacred void space just above the head. Right here is where the seventh stage occurs, the rise of the great light, or Sur. A blinding, completely divine illumination floods your consciousness. And finally, the eighth step is reached, Pratyadajina. This is the realization of ultimate Shivatva. The illusion of separation shatters completely, and the soul realizes and declares, I am Shiva, I am the universe. To really grasp the climax of this entire process, we have to deeply understand the Dwadashanta. This mystical space is located exactly 12 fingers' breadth above your physical crown. But it's absolutely crucial to know that this isn't just a physical location in the air. It is the ultimate cosmic void of pure, unmanifested potential. When your ascending vital air finally enters the Dwadashanta, it dissolves completely into the universe. It's exactly like a single drop of water falling gently into an infinite, tranquil ocean. Right in this space, the person contemplating, the process of contemplating, and the object being contemplated, they all fuse into one single indivisible reality.
Section 5. Rise of Great Light. During this divine ascent, an incredible purification takes place. All those deep-seated anxieties and endless worldly desires we carry are simply incinerated. This fiery purification is perfectly explained in Shloka 68. Agnis sanjishtad shrodvam yatsukam brahma tatvasya, tatsukam swakyamuchyete. This specific verse points us to the Vamni Stan, which is the internal fireplace located between your root and your navel. By consciously focusing your attention in this internal fire, which is full of extremely subtle prana, a totally unique joy is generated. The scripture is telling us that the bliss you find in this internal fire is literally the bliss of the Brahman itself. It's a divine, self-generated joy that relies on absolutely zero external circumstances. So what is the sacred engine that's actually driving this miraculous 8-stage process? It is the continuous, focused contemplation of the Shantanama, the mantra of peace. Without this specific mantra, our vital air just remains erotic and wandering. The Shantanama acts as your divine anchor. Its incredibly subtle vibration is what ignites the upward Kundalini flow, and it systematically dissolves earthly anxieties from within every single chakra it touches. It is the ultimate harmonizer. It merges your individual fragile breath with the vast cosmic vibration, guiding you until it reveals an unshakable ultimate peace at the Dwadashanta.
Section 6. Realizing ultimate Shivatva. Realizing this ultimate Shiva-Tattva isn't just an abstract concept. It's a radical shift in your existence that ripples across literally every dimension of your being. Spiritually speaking, it is the most direct path to absolute union with supreme consciousness. Religiously, it completely redefines devotion. It turns it into the ultimate internal pilgrimage, making external rituals entirely unnecessary. Through the Tantric lens, this represents absolute mastery over your subtle energetic channels and the awakening of Kundalini. Philosophically, it permanently dissolves that painful everyday duality between you as the observer and the world as the observed. And on a purely practical level, for those of us living in the modern world, this practice of contemplation is the ultimate science for attaining absolute mental tranquility, resilience, and unshakable focus amidst the chaos of daily life. We have traced an incredible journey today, all the way from the dense root of the spine to the infinite, luminous void of the cosmos. We have witnessed the profound power of the mantra of peace, the Shantanama. So I want to leave you with this final thought to contemplate. If your very breath, the most ordinary, overlooked rhythm of your daily life, literally contains the precise encoded blueprint to awaken and merge completely with the infinite cosmos, what will actually happen when you finally stop, quiet your mind, and truly listen? Meditate upon this. May the great light always guide your ascent.